welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. I'm Olivia Wayne, and joining me today on the sofa are Georgina Blaskey, Steele, and Hough. Welcome, ladies. Now, later on in the show, we'll be having our first ever cooking demo for you on the show live with Ben Liebers, founder of Mob Kitchen. You've probably spotted their videos on Instagram showing you how to make delicious meals for about a tenner. So I cannot wait for this one, and I'm starving. Lou and I will also be taking you through an edit from our high street favourite H&M. But first, ladies, it's Father's Day on Sunday. Great. So, do you guys celebrate?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you buy gifts? Is it more about spending time? Is it cards? Is it you sorting it? Is it your own father? Is it the father of your children?
Well, it starts off with breakfast in bed for my husband, the father of my children.
And do the kids do that, or do you sort of get that on the table?
Actually, every year they get older, they're definitely getting more involved.
Okay.
And my daughter's quite a whiz in the kitchen, so
Nice.
she'll
Nice.
definitely rustle
Well
up
trained.
some scrambled eggs, or she'll do some porridge or something.
Yeah.
Proper cooked breakfast.
Lovely.
Cards, papers.
Nice.
And time, like you relax and lie in. Is that the kind of key?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You're so lovely.
Well, it's only one day a year.
Yeah. And birthday, maybe. If
Maybe.
What about you two with your dads?
Yeah, I would always do a card. When I was younger, I always used to make a card,
Yeah.
which I always think got me like extra bonus points. But I think you're right. I think it's really about just spending the day with your dad if you can. And I think just really like just putting in that little bit of extra effort. Obviously amazing if you can buy a lovely gift. I think it's just about being a bit more thoughtful and, you know, spending some quality time together.
In terms of gifts, dads could be sometimes trickier to buy, especially if they're not one of those dads that like loves gardening or loves golf.
My dad is impossible, so he doesn't like gardening, doesn't cook or anything, not bothered by like grooming products or anything.
Why?
He likes his
Whiskey?
golf. He likes those two things, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of, it's quite obvious every time what you're going to give him. He's
good book, though. I think back in the day, like a good DVD was always a winner. But now, like because of Netflix, it's like
precisely.
not gonna like a
But if they
DVD.
like reading like an Amazon voucher or like a Waterstones voucher, like you don't even have.
Yeah.
I mean, but then it's like, do you really want to get a voucher for
Yeah.
that? I don't know.
I think it's just the thought, isn't it? And I think there is like an array of gifts, I guess, depending on how much you want to spend or what they're into.
Yeah.
But
And conveniently, there's a gift guide on SheerLuxe.
there is.
There is. And I bought my dad 2 of the books that
did
were
you?
on
Did
that
you?
gift guide in a
Oh,
panic yesterday.
Don't say which one.
He won't be watching this time. Mum.
And of course, if you don't have a dad, that's also a day to just maybe think about them and spend time with your other loved ones. You know, it's not just like on Mother's Day, it's very hard for those without mums.
Yeah.
It's also the same for those without dads. Right, Ascot. That's the debate today. It is next week, and look, dressing for us, it's a thing. Like, and you've got to get it right because there are rules, and you can literally be thrown out. Well, can you be thrown out if you don't
can
adhere?
be pulled over by the fashion police.
The actual
fashion
genuine.
police, yeah. The Ascot fashion police, who will then, if your skirt's too short, they add a bit of lace. It's a slip that you have to put on underneath, and it just looks awful. So all day you're walking around with this bit of kind of granny lace.
That was not the look I was going for.
Everybody spends so much time thinking about what they're going to wear. The rules and regulations are so clear, and if you didn't know them, we've done a really good guide on the site. So there's no excuse now. But I don't. That would then be so disappointing to then go and then have your whole outfit ruined because you haven't paid attention.
But actually, there's no excuse for it because literally go on SheerLuxe and look at the rules and regulations. And look, it varies depending on which enclosure you are in. Let's go royal enclosure because that's the strictest, so that's the most fun. So some of the things are dresses and skirts should fall just above the knee or longer.
Yeah.
But midi and maxi is all the rage, so great.
Yeah.
The dresses and straps top half is quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
Why is that interesting?
So the straps have to be a centimetre, an inch thick. And then you can have no strapless, no bandeau, no spaghetti straps. So it's very kind of defined strap.
Like cover that bra strap.
Exactly. But I think it's actually so nice to have these rules. Like it's so elegant and it feels very British, I think, to have it.
Like, there's nowhere else really that you have to adhere to rules. I mean, if you were in the Royal Box of Wimbledon, which, let's be frank, I don't think any of us are going to make it. They
Yeah,
have rules.
You might.
Just not this year. I think
next year.
But I think otherwise, really, there's no rules for things, and it's so lovely to have like a guideline. Now the hats is obviously a big part of that. You can't really go even in the Windsor enclosure where it's very informal. They really do recommend you wear a headpiece of sorts.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that we love those big hairbands and the embellished kind of headpiece at the moment. Those will not cut the mustard in the royal enclosure.
As lovely as they are.
No, and no fascinator either.
Right, you need a hat with a solid base of 4 inches or more. So that is a proper piece of headgear.
Yeah.
Is there some way you can get that like in an affordable way?
John Lewis actually have got some really amazing hats, and obviously there's a scale to depending on how much you're willing to spend. But I think John Lewis is a really good starting point, and so fun as well. Like how often do you get to wear a hat and really dress up like that? I've only been once, and I was very lucky to be in the royal enclosure, and I wore this amazing like black. It was almost like a bit of like a box, and then I had a net that came over my face, and I felt so chic and elegant.
You don't get to wear that in the office.
But do you remember when you are in the royal enclosure and looking so elegant to not get too trashed off your face and the champagne flowing to then be like that wreck?
Yeah, walking
and
inelegantly,
footwear.
stumbling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What footwear?
Oh my gosh! And don't go stilettos.
No.
Go for a block heel because you're in your heels all day. You
And it's
have
a
to be
long
comfy.
day.
If you're getting the train as well, the walk from the train station to the actual racecourse is quite long.
It's very long. And also, everywhere's quite far to get to. Like, it's a big place, really. So, don't be thinking you can be tottering around.
And there are so many good block heels on the high street at the moment. Zara have got some amazing options. So,
what about the kind of, the ones we love, the kind of low, mid stiletto, like strappy? Do you still think that would be too much?
I just don't think you want anything too small. I think you need a kind of a solid base.
Yeah.
And I used to live quite close to Clapham. You go through Clapham Junction, and at the end of the day, you'd see people holding their shoes.
Bring a pair of like pumps or something you can roll,
You can get
just for the way
ones.
home.
I saw inside the hospital-ish area of Ascot one time, and it was mainly women with really bleeding feet. So
Can I just say quickly, I went with a friend once, and I drove that because I had to get to a show in like whatever.
Yeah.
She did not drive. I was driving her home. And anyway, she was in wedges, so safe, which had a few. And decided to get on the table looking for my car because we couldn't find it because the car park's huge. Fell off. The table just collapsed because it was like a put-up, pointless table.
My gosh.
She broke her leg and literally she had to like be rushed to the hospital there and then to get back. It was awful.
Oh my God.
She was out for like 6 months. Oh my God. So that's your warning.
Yeah.
Right. Plenty of things to look at. I quite like the idea of a gorgeous chic trouser suit.
Yes,
anyway,
yes,
which
yes.
you're allowed to
Love
wear
it.
now.
Yes.
Exactly, so that's great.
And an incredible blazer as well. Like, there's loads of amazing, beautiful dresses, but having a sort of a really sharp, tailored blazer suit option.
Over a pretty dress as well.
Super
it's
chic,
really nice.
amazing. Or a midi skirt as well. Like, it doesn't have to go for a dress.
But
And it
also,
is
with the
quite-
weather, you've got to kind of be prepared for that.
And it's quite exposed there. So when you're on the race course, it's quite windy. So
Yeah.
you do need something.
You need a layer.
You definitely need
Unless
a
it's blistering hot next week, we can pray. Okay, a press release we received stated that Brits are twice as likely to take a career break than a traditional gap year. I took the traditional gap year. I actually took a gap year and then my course had a break in the middle. Well, no, I studied, but just in LA on the beach. So for me, I mean, I'd probably always take a career break too, but for me it was always after school or after uni or whatever it was. What do you think about stopping mid-career flow to take that break?
I didn't take a gap year, but I'd be quite tempted, not now, but maybe in like 10 years or something, to go and see the world. Yeah, why not? If you've got a nice employer who would let you.
Right, because that's quite a big ask, isn't it? To take a
I think you've got to be
sabbatical.
somewhere quite a long time, and you want that stability of knowing that you can come back to a job as well.
But a lot can happen in a year.
Yeah,
but
completely.
How can anyone guarantee that, really?
No, or I guess just take the plunge and be like, I'm just going to save up and stop working for a year, and you maybe come back and think, actually, I want a different career, I want to find something else. You know, I think if you've come straight out of uni, you've gone straight into work, and years can pass and be like, oh God, you know, actually, do I want this career? Is this what I'm doing? So I think it's an amazing thing to do if you haven't had the opportunity.
Did you take a gap year?
I didn't. I did an art foundation, and then I had a 4-year course with a sandwich year where I also went to New York.
What? Oh, yeah. So you still had a lovely time.
Exactly. So I didn't get the sort of traditional year of travelling that some of my friends that did gap years did. But I've kind of always, whenever I can, made the most of travelling and tried to do it. But I think it's an amazing thing to do.
And the advantage of doing it a bit later, I guess, is you've got more money in your pocket.
That's
so when you go travelling,
that's what
you're
I'm
not in the cold
hoping.
water showers.
No, you're not in the hostel.
In a hostel.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I saw the world, but did I really, or did I just see hostel to hostel? And then when you go see the big sites, actually a lot of it is caught up in like endless bus journeys. And that's like an experience that I'm thrilled that I had. But also maybe it would be nice to sometimes just stay in a bit of a nicer place, or like not have to share a dormitory.
But I guess that's like a holiday, isn't it? And that's what you would do when you're just going for a week or something. So I think whatever age and whatever type of trip it's going to be an experience and one that's unique to you.
Quickly, where in the world would you want to go, do you think? Because South America, where I went, so cliche, is like the fastest growing continent to visit globally. Wow. So I'm just curious if that is somewhere you'd want to go, or that's not even on your radar.
Yeah, I'd love to go to South America.
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere in South America, so I think, you can see lots of places in a year, can't you?
You can actually cover a lot.
Yeah, and it's got huge variety, you know, in terms of what's there. It's not too samey. So
no, you can do like all
why
the
it's
things.
attractive.
Brilliant.
Oh,
yeah.
What a nice idea.
Okay, and just very briefly, loads of great TV on at the moment. We won't dwell on Love Island because we've done that, but Killing Eve's back, Big Little Lies is back, Black Mirror. What are you watching? What are you hoping to watch? What's the plan?
So I've just started watching Big Little Lies from the beginning.
The first series.
So I didn't see it last time it was on. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. We were talking about it on the podcast on Monday, and it convinced me once and for all now that there's the new series.
I watched it once. I watched one episode on a plane, and I was so hooked. But I don't have Sky, so I haven't been able to watch it. So
is there no way of? Is it only on Sky?
I know I'm always talking about it, but you can get a free 30-day trial.
Okay,
so you
that's
could
what
do that.
And you need to
binge it.
Yeah. But wait till I guess the series 2 is out to then.
Yes,
both in the 30 days.
Although I don't know, in the summer I don't want to get into a series because I feel like that basically is your summer gone. I mean, the weather is terrible.
To be fair, right now.
So now it's fine, but as soon as the sun's out, I don't want to be like sat in front of my telly watching things. But
it's not endless. It's not like 15 episodes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's about 6 or 8
I don't even know, something like that.
Not too many.
And just finally, Georgina, what are you thinking?
Well, I've only just started series 1 of Killing Eve, so I'm about episode 4. So I'm just trying to get through that so I can start series 2 because, it just looks amazing.
It's all great television. Just enjoy it. It's rainy, it's miserable. Right, that's all we have time for. Next, Lou and I will be back showing you best bits from H&M, which are in store right now. Okay, H&M is nailing new season trends right now, from linen shorts to cut-out swimwear. They really are the place to go to for affordable, good summer fashion. And despite this shocking weather, we can still dream. So Lou, what are you dreaming about?
Okay, first up, It's not groundbreaking, florals.
Florals, maxi for
I know.
spring. I mean,
but
summer.
How beautiful is this?
It's very elegant.
It's so elegant. I love the long sleeve. It's got this like extra ruffle detail down the sides, beautiful details at the front, and a little sneaky cutout at the back. I just think this is like super chic, super easy. I love like wear it with trainers, jazz it up. I think that's just an amazing piece to have.
And to be honest, in this weather, it's quite nice to have a sleeve.
I know.
And then chuck on
the
top,
extra layer.
yeah.
Exactly, it's like I'm doing a little wardrobe builder here. This cream blazer, which, look at those buttons. Super, super elegant. They're tiny, tiny. They've kind of got that like little pearlescent detail, which looks gorgeous. It's a little bit more boxy and oversized, which I think
see how much it is. But I find this bit the hardest bit, so I'm just not even going to bother.
Mix and match.
You'll see on screen or whatever.
But yeah, a bit more of a masculine shape, so almost like really cute when you're wearing something a bit more feminine, just to kind of toughen it up a little bit, roll up the sleeves. Really classic. Love that one. Then another,
good for Ascot.
Exactly, another floral option. We've got, is that the wrong way around? There we go, that way, it was a little bit low at the front.
Oh, I love this, so flouncy.
Super flouncy, and it's kind of like a deeper floral colour. It kind of feels slightly autumnal, I guess, with the tones that they're using.
Like, this is perfect for today.
Exactly.
If you want to still wear a dress with a layer on top.
And nothing too tight. You know, sometimes you don't want something.
No, you do not.
If you're concealing anything, then it's kind of loose and floaty, amazing for weddings.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Gorgeous. And
That looks a little bit Zimmerman-esque, I'd say.
it does, definitely.
Which is never a bad thing.
No, never. Then we've got this one, which is my personal favourite. It's kind of got that like real beautiful satin sheen. Again, super elegant.
Nice.
Tie detail here again, or you could just kind of have
great
that
shape,
loose,
that.
great shape, like blouson sleeve. How amazing.
Really,
Just
and
super,
also
super chic.
again, I really am enjoying it that the dresses are kind of a bit looser fit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be in like a tight dress
No.
all day. Like, that's a comfy thing to be in.
Exactly, and I think with
love
these
that.
dresses, like sometimes you want to save the dresses for like holiday or if you've got a wedding, whatever. But I really think you can wear these like around town, if you're in the city, like day to day. Like make the most of it. Like dress up and
Absolutely, it's not worth investing for a week, a year.
No,
it's just not worth it.
Then we have got this zebra print satin skirt. I think
Satin skirts.
I know, great.
So original.
Last season,
we love them.
I mean, I think we probably talked about the leopard ones and the printed ones and the colour block ones, and we're still talking about them. But I think
you know, they're the most useful things to have.
they really, really
Chuck
are.
on like that. What you're wearing today with
Exactly.
that is done. You're
With
easy.
boots.
Yeah,
and
that's
this
great.
one's a little bit longer.
Love long ones.
But I actually really think the print on
Let
this
me
is
see
super
them.
cool.
Where does it sit though? High.
So a little bit longer for you, but really nice.
Lovely.
And it comes, I think there's a shorts in this print as well, and they maybe got a dress or like a little play suit.
Yes, it is a play suit.
But I love it when brands do that and they've got like a killer print and then do it in a couple of different shapes. So depending
That actually feels very good quality.
it does. I think that's the trend.
Yeah, trend.
trend label.
Love a trend. Please.
Next, we have got this short number. Just like super fun, frilly. Like it's kind of got a little bit of elastic on the sleeves.
That's nice.
Bows at the back.
Oh, it's just so cute.
It's super, super cute. This kind of is it's really sunny. Get your legs out.
This is a hot day in the park, in the beer garden.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
a little bit of Broadway detail at the bottom. Gorgeous.
Do your fake tan, let it dry before you put that on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then we've got this bright pop of colour, and this cornflower blue, I've said before, I think suits everybody. And it's actually a jumpsuit.
That is a very easy piece to
Which
wear.
is really cool, isn't it? And then you've got this ruching.
Smocking.
Exactly. And there's a lot of actually swimwear with this smocking detail at the moment. Again, I
That
love
brand
the little bows.
Ayla's beautiful. They've just brought out their new
gorgeous
range.
But again, I think that's really cool. I think you could totally dress that up.
That with a blazer and a heel.
Yeah.
For a nice summer
Exactly,
event.
that and that. Really cool.
Wimbles.
Love that. Yes,
Beautiful.
very Wimbledon actually.
Although getting butt naked in the toilet's quite annoying, isn't it, after a few pims? But that's just jumpsuit life, just deal.
Then we have got these shorts, high-waisted.
So elegant, a high-waisted short.
And it's not a paper bag, but it's kind of a nod to that. And again, there are so many of these on the high street at the moment. And I just think these are, gone are the days, I think, where shorts were just like those cut-offs and, a little bit skimpy. Like, you can wear them in such an elegant, more modern...
This is very appropriate for work city hot day life.
Exactly. A silk blouse, just really, really classic and timeless. Again,
Does it make your legs look a lot longer, do you think?
Yeah,
if it's
I think
with a high waist, it really
high-waisted,
helps.
Exactly. Like this and this with like a simple...
It's like a capsule wardrobe, this.
Exactly.
The selection.
Gorgeously gorgeous. I think that's really, really nice. If you don't want to wear like a skirt to the office as well, something too short, concealing underwear, then I think shorts are a really good thing. Then we've got some swimwear.
Please, God, we get to use swimwear in England this year.
This is, I think this one's Georgie's favourite, and this is amazing.
Looks really expensive, I think.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I love that it's got this really deeply at the front and then also at the back.
Beautiful.
And I think you could also totally like pull that over your shoulders. Really cool.
I feel like, I'm sure once it's on, it all stretches. They feel like quite a short body.
Really?
I don't know.
I think it's
Is that fine? I don't know.
And
My proportions are all
then
off at the moment, out of whack.
this one with, again, this cutout, which also has always been around for ages.
Also,
We've got
H&M have
something
always
similar.
done that quite well.
Yeah.
That cutout.
I
thing.
always get a bit nervous about tanning with this.
To be honest,
Like,
I
who
feel-
wants a tan square in the middle of their stomach?
Yeah, but who wants like intense V's either? I think that's just
so maybe it's
roll
not
it.
one for tanning. It's if you've got your spray tan, really cool. I think with
You're on the
like,
yacht with your high-waisted trousers.
exactly. You've got your kaftan over the top,
Right.
your high-waisted shorts,
And that huge hat that Charlotte wears.
Yes, gorgeous.
Did you wear that for Ascot, that giant straw?
Oh, I don't think so. Don't think so.
No basis. Sorry,
Bye-bye.
that was just a question.
But yes, I love that, and also really like the back and spaghetti straps. I just think it's super
And an
elegant.
adjustable strap is very nice to feel secure if your bosom is a little bit bigger.
Completely.
To know you can really lock in is
Oh,
quite
yeah,
nice
yeah,
with a thin strapped.
But yeah, love that. And H&M do such good swimwear. We've got a swimwear haul on the show next week, so keep an eye out. Then some accessories.
Oh, this bag! I've seen it everywhere.
Isn't it? But it's so cute, isn't it?
Can I touch it?
You can.
Can I see it IRL?
It's so perfect.
That is a good bag.
It's not big.
No.
It's going to make an outfit, this type of bag. If you're wearing something a little bit more simple, go for something more jazzy.
I mean, if you have the iPhone Plus, like I do, I think that's all you're getting in here.
Really? Lippy?
A lippy. And a card. Don't take your wallet, just take a card.
Exactly. All you need is a credit card,
Or Apple Pay. Just, consolidate.
Then we have got some strappy sandals, again,
What
everywhere
size are those?
at the moment. They look quite big, don't they?
Yeah.
These are
If your feet are giant.
41.
Right, so that's like a 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, but very, very marron. Like tie these around
those
the
are
ankle.
great.
Super cool. Again, that would go with pretty much everything here. And I honestly think they will be so useful this summer. I got some a couple of weeks ago and just went on holiday and they were the dream. So really good one to have. And then, speaking of comfortable block heels, we came prepared. These are, again, such a neutral, basic. They'll go with everything. You've got a really good heel height, not too high.
No.
It's chunky, elasticated.
So that would be a perfect shoe to take with you next week.
Exactly.
And also that will go with everything, really.
Yeah.
It's so inoffensive.
But also great for weddings, great for work, a really great colourway that will honestly go with everything. So yeah, I think H&M got some seriously good pieces there.
And those are literally very reasonable.
How much? Can you see them on there?
Are they $17.99? Something like that?
$34.99.
Are those ones? The other one's 17. Whatever, they're all reasonable. Good for you, H&M. Well, as always, it's a great haul. Thank you for your selection and curation. All products, of course, will be linked in the show notes below. Next time, I'm going to be back with Mob Kitchen. Yes, showing you a quick recipe. I'm starving. Don't go anywhere.
Hi SheerLuxe, I'm Katie Jane Hughes, celebrity and editor and makeup artist, and I'm going to show you how to get super glowy, luminous skin with very few steps. I do not always use foundation. I actually pretty much exclusively use concealer. Stretch concealer from Glossier is one of my favourites, and I use it with a fluffy brush and I spread it really, really sheer over the face. It gives you this insane radiance and glow. Tea Kaffir Mist. I'm getting the skin wet with this and allowing me to go in some more moisturiser. Sweep it just over the cheeks to keep everything really, really light and fresh. And then she's done.
The premise of this is that we've done 3 different shoots with different women for the outlet. This is what we're putting you in today. This one is preferable, but then we've got a backup as well.
Charlotte tells me that I should wear.
Are you friends with Charlotte Tilbury?
You should definitely have pillow talk. She said you need the whole pillow talk look. I'll send it to you.
We'll go for that look then.
This is a very casual dining room.
18th century Irish mahogany table, 20th century Arnie Jacobson chairs, 16th century tapestry called the Battle of Zama. When you ask me about my interior design rules, a project like this, there are no rules you can begin to follow. You've got to sit in this space and just think, how are we going to deal with it?
How would you describe your signature style?
Everything's very maximalist, a blend of lots of different colour, print, pattern, but our signature
signature style, I'd say, is our long duster cardigan. In the summer, we use a cotton yarn, and in the winter, superfine merino.
Going to try a couple of things on?
Yeah, I think I will.
What are you going to go for?
You need to see this on. Maybe the leopard. Let's try those pieces then. So here's the dress. That's for the jacket. I feel like it needs a pair of heels. Where's the hairband gone? There's a lot of green.
Charlotte Collins, what are you wearing now?
Outfit number 2, Haley Menzies. Crocodile print in leopard colours. Caftan dress. So nice for a swimming costume. Really nice and light, so actually this is going to look really good on the beach. Add a pair of heels. Wear for the evening too.
Having taken the social media media world by storm, not just social media generally, with his 1 minute how-to, easy, quick cooking videos, keeping it cheap, keeping it delicious, Ben Liebers here has literally taken the world by storm, I would say.
Thank you so much.
He's going to show us today how to make a kind of really quick, simple, midweek dinner that is delicious, cheap, affordable, and ultimately is going to kind of revolutionise how people look at cooking and kind of take that element out of it, because that is the problem with cooking sometimes for yourself at night at home.
Exactly. I think I definitely think the washing up element is very tiresome. I know I've always got lots of pots and pans lying around in my kitchen sink.
Let's switch so you can get going.
It gets pretty gross sometimes. So I think coming up with recipes that just involve maybe a chopping board, a knife and one pan is definitely something that we do a lot of on Mob Kitchen.
So today you are making a miso chicken pilaf.
We are making a miso chicken pilaf, but it's actually even quicker than a normal pilaf, which uses uncooked rice, and we've got this really convenient, easy to use kind of slightly pre-cooked rice that you can buy at all major supermarkets.
I.e. the microwave packet rice, or it's different to that still?
It's exactly the same thing, but you can cook it really nicely in a frying pan, and you can kind of stir fry it, and it only takes a couple of minutes to cook through, and normal rice takes about 15. So
I want to get into how you even started Mob Kitchen, but just so we know, you're starting with the chicken at this point. And as it sizzles, can you just tell me how Mob Kitchen even came to be?
Yeah, so I was at the University of Edinburgh, and I've always been a very fanatic foodie, but none of my mates were cooking. They weren't confident in the kitchen, and I didn't really feel that there was a space for them online that was specifically for students and young professionals. I love Jamie, I love Nigella, but I feel like as they've got slightly older, they don't appeal so much to the younger market.
And why is that? Too many ingredients, too expensive, too time consuming?
I'm just going to grab the spoon behind you. I think also just because of the kind of the general voice that their cookbooks and their channels are written in, it doesn't really, they don't speak the same language as students now. And so I wanted to create a series of recipes that would feed all of my mates for under a tenner. That £10 note idea was a nice, easy to kind of relate with catch line. It's quite a nice idea that with a £10 note you can go to a shop and buy the ingredients for a recipe that looks like it could be cooked and served in a restaurant. And
it's intriguing. Okay, so we started with the chicken here. This is 60 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thigh, and you've literally just roughly chopped it into more bite-sized chunks.
So I've roughly chopped it up, and
can you put that one in, because it's upsetting that's been left out?
Yeah, sorry. And the beautiful thing about chicken thigh as well, it's much cheaper than chicken breast, and in my opinion, I think it's much more flavourful
and juicy. I guess doesn't go so dry.
Exactly. So it has more kind of fat running through it, which means that it comes out much more tender, much more juicy, and you're getting more kind of bang for your buck, basically.
Okay. So you brown over the chicken at this point? Or cook it fully through?
No, so you just kind of, you brown the chicken off, and once it's browned on all sides, we're then going to go in with the other kind of key ingredients in this dish. So I'll just run you through them.
Yes, please do.
First of all, we're going in with some lovely, finely chopped matchstick ginger. Ginger, really, really cheap. For about that much ginger, probably costs about 16p. So to add in that fresh zingy hit is really, really cheap and affordable. Then we're also going to go in with some garlic. We've just gone in with one finely chopped clove, not that finely. You don't really need any.
So thinly sliced, not tiny dicing.
Exactly. But you really don't need to worry about it. It's kind of rough and ready food, this. So just run your knife through it and it will...
And is that a lot of what all your dishes are about? There's nothing too precise about it?
100%. I haven't had a single minute's cooking training in my whole life, which might make sense.
Have you done your health and safety food standards stuff though?
Of course, yeah, it's all I think about. But all of these kind of recipes and the recipes that we have on our platform are so easy. You don't need any training. You don't need any kind of prior cooking ability. And I think the kind of point of this is just to show if you just have a little bit of confidence in the kitchen, you can make some really delicious foods. And yeah, so the other thing that we'll be going in with is some spring onion, and we'll be frying this off as well. I hate that kind of raw oniony flavour, so when you throw roughly chopped spring onions over the top of the dish at the end, I think it can often be quite overpowering, and no one really likes that oniony breath that comes after one of those kind of meals. So now this chicken is looking nice and brown. We're getting that lovely kind of like browning caramelized chicken on the bottom, which is going to really add to the flavour. We're then going to go in with our ginger.
Smells delicious, let me tell you.
Thank you so much. So a really nice big amount of ginger.
Oh, lots of ginger.
We're going to go in with some finely chopped carrot as well. That adds a nice kind of like crunchy texture, and you're getting in one of your 5 a day. And then we're also going to go in with our spring onion and our garlic.
So once the chicken is kind of semi-cooked or mainly cooked, you chuck in basically everything else.
Exactly. So you add in all of these other ingredients, and then the final ingredient that we're going to put into this, the kind of final vegetable that we're going to put into this, is our good friend, the shiitake mushroom.
And if you're vegan or vegetarian and you don't want to use chicken, how do you kind of fill out this dish?
So you could simply, remove the chicken. There's no dairy products in this, so the chicken is the only thing that's making this a non-vegan meal. And you could add in some tofu. There are some brilliant meatless products coming onto the market at the moment. Meatless mince. There's also,
could you just add more veggies?
Yeah, you could add more veggies. You could also add some different types of mushrooms. You could add some sliced portobello mushrooms, some sliced button mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms. Again, all like super easy, super cheap, super accessible. So yeah, this is definitely a very easy veganizable dish.
Veganizable. That should be the title of your third book, because your second book is coming out any minute, or is out?
No, it comes out on the 4th of July.
So this is a veggie book?
So that is a veggie book. It's mob veggie. Every single recipe feeds 4 or more for under £10. So you can go into the supermarket with a tenner and buy the ingredients for all of these dishes, and it will cover all of it.
It will take varying prices in varying supermarkets and where you are in the country, etc., etc.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, you're about to. Well, one question: this is cooking on high. Is that accurate, or is that just because we're live? Like it feels really sizzly. Is that how it should be?
Yeah, exactly. And I think the point of this is to kind of introduce. It is a really quick dish, and it's to introduce as much flavour as quickly as possible. So, cooking it on a high heat means that you're getting that really nice like charred element in the vegetables, the charred crispy chicken, and that's the kind of aim that you're going for. And we are pretty much.
Now you use olive oil. Is that a kind of store cupboard basic?
That's a store cupboard basic. I love olive oil. I think it works perfectly as a frying oil for lots of different dishes, but then it can also be used as a dressing and just a little drizzle at the end. What I'm doing now is if you see that your ingredients are catching a little bit on the pan, you can just add in, oh God, quite steamy.
Do you remember Kevin, what's his name? He cooked with the wok. Forgot his name. Do you girls remember?
Ken Wok?
Ken Wok.
Yeah, like,
Do you remember? Ken Wok. It was like, he was like, all that wok stuff. And he was like, always add water, never add more oil. That's what I remember from that show when I was like 5.
Exactly.
So would you agree?
I'd 100% agree. I think it's an interesting cooking technique. I think people don't naturally go for water. I think they probably think that it will slightly dilute the flavour of the dish. But the water, as you can see, is cooking off. And what it's done is it's slowed down that kind of frying process. And actually...
Was that cold water, just normal cold tap water?
Cold tap water. And what you can do is you can just now run your spatula or your metal spoon, what I'm using, along the bottom of the pan, and that will kind of scrape all those really lovely brown bits off the pan.
It smells amazing. Everyone's starving. We're always starving during this show. I mean, you are using just like a spoon, but I mean, a student might not have all the stuff, so actually you can literally do it with a spoon.
Exactly, I'm proving you can do it with anything.
There's no excuses, you lazy lot.
So we're getting to a really good point here. I think the chicken is going to triple check.
Yeah, I don't want salmonella, just not up for it today.
The chicken is perfectly cooked through, so we've now got 3 more elements that we're going to add into the dish. The first is we're going to go in with some miso paste. You can use any type of miso paste that you can find. Sometimes miso paste can be a little bit tricky to find in the supermarket.
Like in a Tesco Express, it might not.
Exactly. What they have more and more now, though, is a kind of miso soup sachet, and that will do the same job. So if you want to just find something miso-y, and you want to go in with about a tablespoon of miso
Don't be
paste.
shy. With your
Don't be shy,
miso.
exactly. So that's going to add a really nice kind of umami here. Umami is that kind of flavor sensation in your mouth that's kind of tangy and salty and sweet, and that flavor
I
you get
love
in lots
miso.
of Asian dishes.
Had the best miso soup of my life last night, but that's for another conversation.
Nice.
Kimchi in it just changed the whole
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow. The next thing I'm going to go in with is a nice little drizzle of
A brand new
sauce,
bottle
a brand
of
new bottle. So you just got to whack that little.
white dress, really nice white dress. Oh,
So it's a little bit tricky to get off. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so we've taken the lid off and we want to go in with just a little splash like that. And what that will do is, we don't have any salt here today, but the miso paste and the soy sauce will season this dish perfectly, so you don't need to add any extra salt. And as you can see here, the miso paste is just kind of mixing in.
yeah,
with
it's
all
like
the
breaking
vegetables.
down yummy.
Exactly, and so it's getting kind of thick and caramelized and jammy almost. The sugars in the miso paste are kind of beginning to caramelize on the bottom of the pan. And it is at this point that you want to add your rice. So this is kind of ready to eat rice. It only needs a few minutes stirring through the rest of the dish. So we're just going to add in a few nice big
I'm a big
handfuls.
rice fan. I don't know if anyone else there is, but I just think that's one of the best of the carby options to fill you, but you feel really nourished and a bit holy.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's much lighter than you know, pasta and potatoes. It has that, and yeah, it's very traditional.
Do you worry about the arsenic in it?
God, no, I didn't know about the arsenic in it.
I mean, don't worry about it. Just do your research.
There's also arsenic in apple seeds.
Yes, that I do know. But like a natural won't kill you level, so don't worry, eat your rice.
Exactly.
I will be eating this, so just take that as endorsement.
This final stage here, you just want to go in with another little splash of water, and that's just going to give that rice good time to cook through.
And now you've turned the heat right down. Are we on simmer or
No, it's
medium?
actually right up. But
right.
the hot plate's just kind of kick-starting and on and off again. But I think
because it's so hot. That
it's so hot, exactly. But I think we're pretty much there. As you can see, the rice is kind of cooked through really nicely. We've got our veggies that are nice and charred. The chicken's cooked through perfectly. We're getting that really nice kind of like dark, rich, miso-y soy sauce. It's going to be the base of the dish.
Literally everyone's licking their lips in here.
Epic.
You can't see, but I'm telling you they are. Okay, so you already have a cookbook out that did very well called...
That was just called Mob Kitchen.
Right, okay. And so now you decided to go veggie. Why?
I think that it's, you know, the hot topic at the moment, cutting down on meat consumption. We're getting massive feedback from our followers that they want to be, you know, shown more meat-free vegetarian options. And yeah, this is kind of our answer to that. And so we wanted to create a vegetarian cookbook where these are dishes really kind of we put a poll out, and I think 95% of our followers are meat eaters. So the kind of aim with this book was to create vegetarian recipes that would really inspire meat eaters into taking up a more vegetarian-based diet.
I urge you to check out the Instagram because there was one dish you teased last night, like an olive pastery, you know what it is.
Pappardelle.
And I'm seriously intrigued by it. I'm hoping it's in this book so I can have a look. Well, it looks almost done. I'll wait for you to tell me it's done before
It is done, and we are pretty much good to go.
Shall I just get rid of this so that we can put it in there?
Yeah, although, let's get rid of that. I mean,
just so you can fill it up and then I can show the camera how delicious this looks.
Perfect.
There you go.
Beautiful. So you just got a nice little simple bowl here. You just want to get some lovely spoonfuls.
I mean, given my current state of affairs, that looks like it would feed one right now. But I could probably eke out another.
Exactly.
4. I'm starving. Could that be 4?
So I have actually cut down on the ingredients for this.
Right, okay, fine. Too much. Not necessary, right,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, little did you know there'd be 8. So.
1 forkful each.
And so sorry, olive oil definitely a store cupboard essential. What else do you think everyone needs? And also for the majority of your recipes, what kind of do you need?
So
miso, soy, is that?
Or
is that quite?
No, I think soy sauce definitely. I think miso paste is a little bit more niche. Ooh.
Be careful.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
I'll give maybe a tiny little bit of garnish on top. I know I said that this would be a bit of an intense flavour, but it makes it look pretty. Just take a little bit of time at the end of all of these dishes just to garnish it at the ends.
You can hold it up if you like.
There you go. Maybe
I'll come round here, get out of your way.
A little bit of carrot on top. I learned this tip from Jamie Oliver. He said that when you're styling a dish, it's always good to remind the viewer or whoever is going to be eating it what different ingredients went in by just scattering them over the top.
But no raw chicken. That would
But
not be
no raw
good.
chicken, no, of course.
And is Jamie a friend, or you literally saw from his...
I'm a big fan, a stalkery fan almost, but he probably has absolutely no idea who I am, so...
Well, he will after this show.
But this is it, Mob's miso chicken pilaf, coming in at under a tenner, super easy to make, super quick. As you can see, it's taken us about 10-15 minutes to make, all in one pan, with a little bit of chopping up, a great midweek dinner.
Absolutely delicious, can't wait to try it. Well, maybe I will just try it. Sorry guys, you can come and have a bit in a minute, but for me, because I really should sample this. I mean, it's boiling hot.
It is boiling hot.
And also, I kind of want to eat elegantly on camera, but hey ho. That is delicious, I swear, no word of a lie. I love miso soy flavour. Okay, the recipe, of course, will be linked below. All the ingredients, everything you need to know. Ben, that was really interesting. That was our first ever live cooking demo on the show.
Thank you.
I think it went really, really well. Do follow Mob Kitchen on Instagram. Obviously, the new Mob Veggie book is out. I would highly recommend getting hold of it. I will be taking that one home. We're not going to have a show on Tuesday, but we will be back on Thursday with a health special. Until then, do please like, review, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you on Thursday. Girls, head on over, get your forks. It really is worth tucking into this one. Thank you, Ben.
It smells amazing.
Yeah. Let me hear.
Well, it literally was like under 10 minutes,
No,
wasn't it?
it was brilliant. I mean, we can share. There's a spoon here too.
Thank you.
Okay, just gonna steal the bowl. That's all right.
Yeah, please do. I'll take
We
my
can
fork.
eat out the
I will eat out the pan.
There you go.
Thank you. It smells really good even from over there.
Yeah, it smells amazing.
So